Hey people, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I thought I'd make another kind of video. Today I wanted to make a video about Crusader Kings 3, 5 years down the line. I want to preface this with I have over like 500 hours in Crusader Kings 3. I played this game for like a ridiculous amount of time, and I gotta say that I'm pretty disappointed. You know, a lot of that time has been spent in a various amount of ways, just testing out new DLC and stuff like that. As you can see, I've purchased every DLC, and I have to say most of the DLC is pretty lackluster. I think like the only ones that I really liked were like Roads to Power and the Viking one, the Northern Lords. The game is still severely lacking in polish. Crusader Kings 2 is a much more like complex and more fun game. I feel that the game is completely unbalanced in terms of like difficulty. I mean it's a bit easy, if you know what I mean, and I feel that it like hides its simpleness behind like a wall of learning. Like the game is very difficult to learn for newcomers. It's a lot of menus to learn. CK2 had this problem as well, where like there's so many things that you have to do before you even progress a day within time, that you could be sitting for like half an hour setting up your first day within the game, that and then you could just fuck something up, and then like you have to reset or something like that, you know. It's that's mainly what I've been doing. Like that's mainly how I've spent most of my time playing the game. And I mean, I'm a pretty new YouTuber. I won't have like fancy editing like koi fish and stuff like that. And I'm gonna say that I love like the Crusader Kings content. I love the koi fish guy. I love watching CK3 content, but I feel like a lot of it's very deceptive, and like the quality of the game. Like I feel like a lot of people have made a lot of money making content for Crusader Kings 3, that their livelihoods kind of relate to its success. So them overlooking the flaws of the game sort of benefits them in the end run. And I'm not saying that like it's as bad as say Mountain Blade is right now. Mountain Blade Bannerlord has like been out for 5 years and has had 0 content. Crusader Kings 3 at least rinses you out for basic quality of life and features that should have been in the base game for 20 bucks. And it has a real like Sims like aspect. I don't know if you've ever if anyone's watching this, if they played The Sims, it's like you spend like an hour making your house, and then when it comes to playing your Sims, it gets too boring, you know. There's just a lot of annoying things about the game that kind of like permeates through it. It's like you really need to be into like the role play or creation aspect to really get any fun or joy out of this. It's not a competitive game. If we were going to go in multiplayer, there'd be like no real like point to it, because there's so many systems within the game that are completely exploitable that it just kind of trivializes a lot of the game. And they're gonna make China soon. I would just say that like other than like Israel, Spain, Britain, and Northern Europe, a lot of the content is really not fleshed out. Italy's still pretty lacking. A lot of Europe is still pretty lacking. So the fact that they're going to add China in now sort of worries me. It would probably be nice to maybe like get an earlier start time with China. Right now you can only start at 867, which is, you know, like fine, but it's a very like active age, and yeah, I don't know. I like earlier start times. I like to start from the ground up and like sort of build up a long legacy, and I like to use like creator character aspects, like, but the creator character aspects are a bit weird. You can't, like, for example, like make yourself part of a dynasty. So like, say if I wanted to be like a Viking or something like that, and I wanted to make myself like one of the sons of the Lothgar or whatever, I can't do that. And if I make like a character, they have like basic starting gold and fame regardless of their title. Like, I think you need at least like 4 fame to make a king title or whatever, and it really gimps your early playthrough. So it's like, create a character, it's not even like OP to make one, because you're going to be spending like 3 hours of in-game time trying to catch up on the prestige of everyone in like the base game. And it's just it sucks, because like, I mean, I think like a part of this game's the history revisionist part of it, and yeah, there's just like not a lot to do in the game. Like, conquering the war system is completely just brain dead auto battling, and now they're adding AI to just do it for you, etc. But it's not what I would expect Crusader Kings 3 to be at 5 years later. And like, so if you're like conquering in like the eastern regions, there's literally like nothing for you to like sort of aim for other than like the general vanilla progression, you know, of like, now I'm a duke, now I'm a king, now I'm a emperor, sort of thing. And that's really hard because of how low everyone's stewardship is in the base game, so it just takes a lot of time, and RNG is probably going to kill you before sooner or later, you know. And it's just a sort of like humiliation ritual, it feels like a lot of the time. And if you're playing in the more like developed areas, so like say if you're playing like England or something like that, there's only like 6 decisions or whatever that you can really aim for, and they kind of exclude each other, etc. There's not enough like decisions for like all the different religions and cultures. Like, a lot of the religions that exist are just different shades of grey, if you know what I mean. Like, there's 10 different types of Catholicism, and a lot of the religions are just inaccurate. Like, there's this religion called insularism in like Ireland and Scotland, and that religion did not exist. It's Gaelic Catholicism, which is like the type of Catholicism that like basically St. Patrick came from. It just kind of got absorbed by the greater Christianity, if you know what I mean. So there's a lot of like inaccuracies. Like, there's a lot of like a little bit of shifting of ages and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just not that fun. Like, once you learn the game and you stop stumbling over your own toes and stuff like that, and you realize, you look at the game for what it is, it's just a big empty sandbox with like barely nothing but like small brass hoops that you can reach for. And there's a reason why like the Spiffing Brit or whatever can make fucking like 10 different CK3 isn't balanced game like videos, you know. Like, there's a reason for that, you know. And I know the game is supposed to be like a power fantasy, but I don't know. It's just I think the AI like definitely needs some work, and I really do not have high hopes for China, because like they had like one good DLC recently with like Roads to Power. Like that was quite successful because it let you be like an untitled person. Completely broken, by the way. You can completely exploit it to break the game, and yeah, like it. But people received it well. But the DLC right before that was the plagues, and it was broken. It was just destroying people's save files, etc. And people forget about that real quick, I feel. And yeah, I just don't have like high hopes for this game. Maybe I'll make a video of CK3 10 years later, 5 years down the line or something like that. But yeah, it's really not what I expected. And I buy the DLCs because, not usually because of the content, it's usually for like the outlier of the content, you know. And the game is so bare bones, like literally anything that I can get more out of it, you know, because I love the system. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of mods. I don't want to play Game of Thrones. I don't want to play World of Warcraft. And I mean, that's neat, you know, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the wrong. Maybe I'm just me, you know. And this video doesn't have any like fancy fun gameplay to catch you up on it, but I might make a few guides or tips about CK3. I have played quite a lot of it. I do want to play it sometime with the new DLC coming out, but I just don't really think like it's as good as people are like sell it as, and I feel it's disingenuous. Anyway, I hope you're having a lovely day, and thank you for watching.